Okay, this is a paper construction of an idea that I had related to um, the concept of mental slavery. Whereas we live a life and we get involved in all these different things that are related to entertaining us, keeping our minds stimulated mentally. We listen to things, we use drugs, we always have headphones popped in our ears listening to some music that has a message that we feel is benign, but actually when you're saying something, a rap song, for example, is saying something negative and you're repeating it, or you're running the lyrics through your head, you're actually saying I, just like the author of the song is saying I. Even if that's not your life, there's some part of your psyche that's internalizing those messages. And so I wanted to draw a picture and I wanted it to have a hidden meaning, meaning that I wanted it to have a face, but there was something under. And as you can see with this picture here, I have the light deliberately shading it. Um, I tried to make it where it was paper, but it had a 3D quality, almost like bas relief. So it's more likely African American males look like. And with this African American male, I tried to make him where his eyes were kind of like he was on drugs, a little bit like he was faded. And that was my attempt at a baseball hat. But you can see, like a bas relief, this has some qualities that almost gives it some 3D elements. It's not just a flat piece of paper. And the shadows that are on it are realistic shadows that are shading parts of the actual figure. And so I wanted to have some 3D qualities. But I wanted it to make it so that as you turned it, as you looked at it, uh, there was more to it and you could see something in the inside. And so my concept was emancipate yourself from mental slavery. And the idea is that the real man would be inside. And so under the kind of like the bas relief construction, I have a secondary image, the inner man. Let's see if I can get this fully. And so the inner man is a character, where he looks like an enlightened being with his eyes wide open and clear. And if you can see under the cap, that's the exposed brain. And here I try to make an image of like the chain lock that would be around like shackles on someone's wrist, but I wanted it shackles across the brain, and there would be the shackles across the brain, and then the phrase across the shackle that says emancipate yourself from mental slavery. So the internal man is struggling to get free. The internal man is struggling to get free, but the external man, the one that we strive for, is doing everything in lifestyle, in media, in image to be a slave, to be that slave with the earbuds in his ear. And so that's basically the constructed image that I was trying to go for. Okay, and I didn't put it back together, but that's basically what I was trying to go for with this construction. It's rudimentary. I didn't fully color it. It's just more of a construction sketch as opposed to a full on piece. I just don't have the talent to do a full on piece. I don't have the creative talent. So there's the brain. Hold on. There's the brain. Okay. Now it's not an afro, but that's the brain.